Well, as you can see from the market, immediately the sectors that have benefited are the technology sectors and the more growth-oriented sectors. That's because the chances of a very large stimulus plan have now been somewhat diminished. I think it's probably positive for the market overall, and that we'll see many of the same winners in the market that we've seen over the course of this year.
Stephen, it's Hadley out in Abu Dhabi. I mean, when you think about this with regards to the rest of the year and going in to Q1, frankly, regardless of the outcome of this election, I mean, you've essentially said that it's not the biggest factor for markets in the near term. That remains, I assume, the coronavirus and the ability of a U.S. administration to tackle that, no?
Yes, absolutely. I think COVID is really the big factor, much bigger than the U.S. elections, and unfortunately, a bigger unknown in some ways.
In terms of that, though, I mean, we talk about the potential for a Biden presidency here. I mean, this is a man who has pushed back on what the president himself has seen as the best ways to reopen the economy. I mean, what's your outlook there, and how is that forming your investment strategy when we think about putting people back to work, how quickly that could actually happen?
Well, you have to slow the virus in order to put people back to work. Under a Biden presidency and a Republican Congress, which we don't know yet, but is the most likely, Biden's primary leverage will be compromise with Congress as well as regulatory authority. There'll have to be some compromise on the stimulus package. Remember that in the United States, we don't have a new administration until the middle of January in terms of the presidency, although Congress moves earlier than that. So I think the big question will be how quickly we have a stimulus package, how large the stimulus package is, and then really what you're referring to is what is the tenor around how the country reacts to the COVID virus if there is a new president in Joe Biden, who has said he's more likely to slow down the economy to some extent if that will stop the virus and then hopefully revive the economy after that.